Today, get ready to roar with laughter as we are taking you to the wackiest race you'll ever see. Imagine a racetrack, but instead of horses, it's packed with people dressed like giant inflatable T-Rexes sprinting to the finish line. There it is. Today, I'm going to take you to the T-World Championship races at Emerald Downs in Washington, where men, women, children suited up as dinosaurs and raced for fun. From the hilarious short arms to the flailing tails, you will not believe how amazing this race looks. So what I thought would be really fun is if I go, look at this. How funny is that? Stay tuned as I dive into this fan favorite event, and I cannot wait to show you what I did. I drew an inflatable T-Rex with a jersey on. So I thought that'd be fun. My name is Jessica Lynn, and I am the owner of ArtistryinCards. My rubber stamp company is JessicaLynnOriginal.com, and I love being able to bring moments to life with my sketching. So what I did was I started out by drawing this adorable dinosaur with a full jersey top on, and he is even wearing a bib that we'll put a number on soon. I just drew this for fun. I saw the story, and every once in a while, life just sort of makes me go, yeah, you need to draw that. And so I did. I drew it up. I will, if there's interest, so if you are interested in potentially getting this adorable design, I would love to hear from you down below. Tell me yes, put it in the store, and I'll think about doing that. It was, I don't know, I saw the image where I saw all of the T-Rex, like the skeleton one is the one I think that gets me the most, where they look like there were 30 or 40 of them on the racetrack running, and I don't know, there was just something about it calling my name. So I went ahead, I drew this out as a digital image, so I drew it first, skimmed it in, went ahead and did all the edits to make it perfect, and then I went ahead, turned it into the digital, so that it would be easily printable, and now I'm coloring it out. So I can't wait. I'm going to just make a really simple card, and I think I want a really simplistic message to it, nothing too crazy, but I had to share. And the reason I had to share was because after I saw that story, I decided to dive deeper and see if there was more. And literally it said there were herds of bobbling dinosaurs thundering down the track. So I can only imagine like the way this looked. I'm just looking to see if they actually show who the winner is, because that's something I didn't see. They talked about it. Apparently this was held yesterday, so July 1st. I don't see who the winner is. That's a bummer. Let me see if there's another one. Let's see. Jurassic Park meets Kentucky Derby. That's the way they played this. That's super fun. Alright, let me see if there are... No, apparently they don't tell you who the winner is. So that's a bummer. If you were the winner of the T-Rex World Championship races, who are you? Who is this mystical winner? Yeah, okay, so I found a bunch of stories. None of them say who the winner is, but obviously, who's really the winner here? I'll just say it. Probably you and I, because it inspired me to create this digital image that you see me making a card for now. So I kind of feel like whether we were there or not, I think we kind of won. And what I think is fun about this image, or the idea of obviously all these inflatable dinosaurs racing, many years ago we had a huge, I don't know if you know what's going on in my neighborhood, but tons of people showed up in the inflatable dinosaurs. It was like the thing to be. And there were ones that were these orange ones, there were big and little ones, there was ones that were colored that looked like blue from Jurassic World, and it was hilarious. And so I remember saying to my husband, can you imagine if a whole herd of them showed up somewhere? And little did I know that if you put things out into the world, obviously they will come back to you, right? So anyway, coloring this in, obviously I'm starting with the orangiest of oranges and kind of building up my colors. Trying to put some of the browns in that they have in those. Now again, like I said, there's a bunch of different inflatable dinosaurs. You can even see I left the place so that the wearer of said blow up dinosaur costume can see where they're running. I think I'm going to keep the shirt light colored, and I think I'm going to put the number 25 for this year. So 25, right? Since we have a brand new Jurassic World that just came out, Rebirth. Kind of excited for it. We've taken my kids to see other ones, but I'm not sure. So I'm not sure. So if you have seen it, could you comment down below and just tell me, is it appropriate, let's say 8 and 11 years old? Now, these are not kids that are scared by a lot of things. They've watched The Matrix. They've watched Lord of the Rings. They've watched all the other Jurassic Worlds and parks. So I guess my question to you is, do you think that this would be too much for them? So I'd love you to comment that down below as I'm trying to figure out whether I should take them or we should wait until it's in our house and we can watch it with the wonderful, reliable pause button if my 8-year-old decides to not love it. I just don't want to go and spend, you know, $100 plus at the movie theater. But coloring it in, I'm just going ahead and you can see I'm just touching up the orange a little bit because I just want it a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and show you, here's all the colors I used. Pause it right here. There you go. If you are looking for what specific colors. I did buy a new mat because you can see the white ink has stained my mat, so I'm kind of bummed by that. I am going to go ahead and put my signature on the back. I actually make custom red rubber stamps, so if you are looking for that, so I made this one for myself, and what I did is obviously I put the year, so now I only have 6 more months to use this one. But I love it because I'm able to stamp a consistent back side of all the cards that I make. So if you're looking for that, you can check out our website. It's just jessicalynoriginal.com. I would love to work with you. I can write it out for you. I can design it, whatever you're looking for. Or if you have a logo or something, I could work with that too. Now I think I'm just going to keep the background really plain. I'm just going to pick a sky color, and then I think what I'll do is use a little bit of Distress Oxide. I've had this stencil forever, and it kind of, now I'm going to tell you, it did not look like it. I thought it would look more of a chevron, but you'll see in a minute it actually looks more like tire tracks, so I'm kind of bummed. But I don't think it's terrible. I think it's fun, it's cute. And I'm going to use just a dark blue, I think, just to kind of make it pop. Alright, so now that I got the cardstock on there, we're going to go ahead, I'm just going to put a nice crease. You can see there's my signature. I'm just going to put today's date. Anytime I make a card that I share on my YouTube channel, I always put the date on there. So I'm going to go ahead and just fussy cut this out. I think probably in the next couple of days, I think I'll record a video to show you how much my office has gone through a transformation. It's crazy right now. I feel like I am in a state of moving, although I'm not. I just have boxes of all my crafts. So literally as I'm working, depending on where I'm, you know, what I'm working on, I have to quick shift boxes around, which is fine. But I'm really ready to be done with that. All right, so now we've got our dinosaur all cut out. He looks great. Oh my God, it's hilarious. He colored in better even than I thought he would. I've never tried to draw an inflatable dinosaur, but I'm really actually very glad that I took that challenge and went for it. I have these stickers there. They're all sentiments. They're one of my new favorite things that I've been kind of playing around with. I think they're fun and easy, especially when you're going for a really simple card. All right, so now the next step is I'm going to just go ahead and use this stencil. Like I said, I've had it forever, and I've wanted to use it very badly. And it was kind of an interesting stencil. It was on a sticky piece, which I was really surprised. And it didn't necessarily stick to the card, but it didn't not stick to the card, if that makes sense. And it came right off when I was done. So, I mean, it was almost like it was a vinyl that you would use, which I thought was kind of cool. You know, that was interesting, different. And so I'm going to go ahead and put this down. We're just going to center it because I seriously don't want it crooked. There we go. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and just grab, I have a dark blue, really dark blue, and it is called Chipped Sapphire. So I'm going to use that one. And I think I'm just going to kind of brush a bunch of color on there just because I feel like the sky blue or the weird blue that I have on there right now is just, it's too flat. and it needs something else. So I think this will help. I'm hoping it'll help. Although, surprise, I've seen the final project. It does help. So I think that just adding a little bit sometimes, you know, just to kind of knock that, I don't know what the right word is, just too simple, generic sort of background really helps this a lot. I was getting a little frustrated. My sapphire was acting weird, although it might be me. So in a moment, I'm going to add way too much, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. And it's not, there it is, right there. Ugh, Jess. And I know better. Start on the edge, work your way, but it'll be okay. All right. See, it kind of looks like tire tracks. I was bummed. I was like, oh, that's not what I saw until I did it. You'll notice in the middle I didn't do as much because that's right where the dinosaur is going to go, so I'm not going to waste a ton on that. I did toss some blue on the inside, cleaned up the back. I didn't put a stencil down, so it did bleed a little, which is okay, not the worst. I'm just going to go ahead and just crease that one more time, make sure it's nice and solid. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our dino. That's our dino. Boom! That's our winner of the race right there. That's what I'll say. That's our winner. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a sticker on there, and it says, make it happen. So manifest winning that race, T-Rex. There were a couple other good ones that I thought would have been kind of funny that were kind of appropriate for a dinosaur, you know, like never say die. Is that what that said? Yeah, never say die. I was like, oh. Or it was like learn, live and learn, or enjoy the moment, or knowledge is power. That's kind of funny. Or hang on to your dreams. Or justice has long arms. Like, that's kind of funny, actually. Well, I just want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you. Please go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you again soon. Take care, everybody.